So now I'm going to show you my Beatles records. I figured since their Beatles are a little special, they would have their own video. Also, these are my mother's records. She passed away, but she purchased them in the 60s and the 70s, so these are the original ones. They're in horrible condition. Some of them don't even play very well, but they all play, and none of them have plastic slip covers. So these are in no particular order. Let's just go through them right here. Introducing the Beatles, England's #1 vocal group. Has a lot of classic songs on that one. So again, don't know how valuable this really is. Beatles' second album, featuring She Loves You and Roll Over Beethoven. This is a Capitol Records release. Some nice photos of them. This one is just a random slip. It was just, I got these in a box in my father's garage.
Wait, you mean it didn't actually have a cover with it?
No, I just got the slip. But it says, Meet the Beatles, recorded in England. It's got I Want to Hold Your Hand on it. I saw her standing there. They were there for over 20 years, 30 years. This is Rubber Soul. This is in a horrible condition, Rubber Soul. Like, it's falling apart. The original owner was Mark Hendricks. Like, I'd be surprised if this still plays, or if it's even worth, like, a few bucks. Abbey Road. This one doesn't open up, but it's still together. The Magical Mystery Tour. This is a good one. One of my favorite Beatles albums. This one also has the booklet that came with it, but it looks like the cover was torn off. So really good prints, really good shots from the movie. That's a good one. Information. It's a good. This is such a great album. I love it. Also, there's a hole right here in this one. I don't know what that was for. Maybe someone can tell me why there's a nicely punched hole there.
So you could play the case too?
The infamous White Album. Now, I've looked online and I guess this is worth something. Even though it's in horrible condition, it still is worth at least $100. And both the vinyls are still there. It's a very dirty white.
Played really well though. We listened to it today.
Yeah, we listened to it today and it plays very well. The Beatles, first live recordings, recorded in Hamburg, Germany, 1962. This was purchased in the 60s. It's got this Pickwick slipcover. We have volume 2 of that. Then we have Let It Be. Another classic Beatles album with some great photos of the studio. Beatles Help soundtrack. So this is another great collector's item. Another one of my favorite albums, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is a great Beatles album. I love it. It still plays very well. This is the Beatles live at the Hollywood Bowl. This is cool because you can actually tear out these little tickets, but I'm not going to do that because I want to keep it in its original condition. I love John. This is a great record. They don't do a lot of live stuff, so I hear they're not around anymore. All right, so that's all the Beatles records I have. This is the George Harrison solo album. This one's really cool. It's got a really cool printout with some lyrics.
What is the name of that album?
Living in the Material World. Then I got Ringo's album. Ringo was the star of the band, no pun intended. This is a really cool record.
You notice there's no pictures of him.
There are no pictures of him. I guess this is... Oh, okay. So book. A really cool book came with this one.
Whoa.
So, Paul McCartney, this is his Ram album, right?
He did that one with Linda.
Wasn't this his first solo album?
Yeah, that's what they say.
So, this one is also still in very good condition. Band on the Run, great album. And I have it. Red Rose Speedway. This is Paul McCartney and Wings. This one has really great prints in it.
Oh yeah, there's naughty pictures, so let's. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
He does have some nudie girls in this one. I love the colors though. It looks very Zolo almost, even though the music's not very Zolo.
What's Zolo?
I don't know. This is Wings Over America. This one has a lot of books and vinyls in it. Yeah, it looks like there's a few vinyls in here. Great printout. Another book. So all the original stuff in here is still here. Wings at the Speed of Sound. This one does not open up, but it does have some. It does have a booklet. And there we go. My mother didn't have any John Lennon, but she loved Paul McCartney, and she loved the Beatles. But her very favorite band was the Monkees. And I can't show you a lot of the Monkey records she had because they're in horrible condition. She was in love with the Monkees, so she drew on the record. She was just infatuated with them. And the Monkees, the Beatles was a very close band to her heart. I don't think they were as good as the Monkees.
They were like a second-rate Monkees.
Yeah, basically. They weren't American, I don't know. So there you go. Those are my Beatles and Paul McCartney and George Harrison records that I've inherited from my parents.
And Ringo Star.
One Ringo Star record. I'd like to have more, but I just started my record collection, so this is what I got to start with. See you later.